It's a beautiful day outside. The sun is high, the birds are chirping, and yet here you are, inside your dark, dirty room, doing something you know you shouldn't be doing. You're scrolling on your phone through YouTube short after YouTube short, through TikTok after TikTok. An hour goes by, you still haven't moved. Another hour, and you know maybe you should get up and open your curtains and let your room see the light of day for the first time, and yet you don't move. It's because doom scrolling was made like a lottery. The developers of Instagram and YouTube and TikTok meticulously choose which reels you will get to your feed so as to keep you engaged. You are like an addict in a casino. You're rolling the money thing to see if you'll get a good reel. No, it's bad. Oh, finally a good reel. You get a funny reel, and then they have two bad ones after that so as to keep you in the loop so that your brain can think that you might have a chance at another one. Oh, that one wasn't funny. I'll keep on scrolling to find a good one. It is literally an endless lottery. When you find a reel you like, your dopamine goes up and then it goes back down. And you want it to go back up, so you keep on scrolling to find that other high in a reel that you watch. This is something known as doom scrolling. Endless scrolling for an endless amount of time for absolutely no reason. Now, let me ask you a question. Why do you think that nobody gets addicted to Google searches? Well, it's because Google searches do not have an infinite scroll. When you scroll down far enough on a Google homepage or on a Google search tab, you will find an end where it asks you if you would like to go to another tab. Very few people actually stay in that loop, because when they're given that option, they're lucid and they actually know what they want. If Google did not have that option and you could see countless infinite options of the result that you're looking for, people would get addicted because they would always find new information. Oh, new possibility. There wouldn't be an end, and they wouldn't be given a choice where they could be like, in that instant, they could be like, oh, I probably should stop this. And that's why you keep on scrolling endlessly. It's because your scroll feed has absolutely no end. You may have seen those videos where they try to find the end of the scroll feed. The video, there is no end. They found that new videos are uploaded every second, and you just cannot scroll fast enough. There is literally no end to the amount of videos that you can watch on your feed, which is why it's so easy to get caught up in the loop that then ends up to be doom scrolling. So why is doom scrolling so bad? Well, you see, doom scrolling trains your attention span to be very, very low, because 1 second you see a short, you don't like it, boom, I'll switch up. Train my attention to stay on there for 15 seconds. When I want more dopamine, boom, another switch, boom, another switch. You're telling your brain that I want to focus for 1 to 15 seconds max. I don't need my attention for anything else, which is absolutely false, because you need your attention for everything in life, for school, for work, for studying, for having mindful conversations with people. If your attention span is fucked, you won't be able to do any of those things well. It's also training your brain to constantly need stimulation and dopamine. Unless you're getting dopamine hits, you're not satisfied. Like, for example, have you ever played a video game and there's a loading screen, and when that loading screen gets to 5 seconds, you immediately grab your phone and start scrolling? That is proof right there. You are in constant search of dopamine. So how do we fix this? Well, doom scrolling is an activity that is absolutely mindless. When you grab your phone, you're mindless. When you scroll, you're mindless. So if we're mindless while doing this, to stop doing it, we have to be mindful. So we have to cultivate the skill of mindfulness. Now, you've probably heard of mindfulness. It goes along with meditation and gratitude, all of those habits. So we want to practice the skill of meditation. You've probably heard of this, definitely heard of it, actually, in the self-improvement space. Pretty big topic. Hamza, Andrew Huberman, a lot of those people, and they talk about it a lot. So meditation is the practice of sitting down somewhere, or not even sitting down, it's the practice of focusing on an object until you lose focus of that object, and your focus comes back, until you lose it again and it comes back. That is the practice. So you want to make this practice a daily habit, because when you practice the skill, you will develop the skill of mindfulness, because you're actually aware of what you want and of the urges that pop up. So when you suddenly get an urge to grab your phone, you'll start scrolling, and then suddenly you'll be like, mindfulness, and you're like, oh, this isn't actually what I want, and you'll stop because you've been meditating. So how do I start meditation? Well, on YouTube, on the App Store, you can just search up meditation, and you'll find a ton of apps or videos. Like, literally just find a 5-minute guided video to start. You've never meditated before, if you've never meditated before. So meditation, just like weightlifting, has to be progressively overloaded. You can't, as a beginner, you cannot just start and be like, oh, I'm gonna do 80 minutes tomorrow, and by the end of the week I'll be meditating for 2 hours every single day. You are just not at that level yet. You have to destroy your ego. You have to realize that you're not as good as you think. So we want to start you at 5 minutes, in between 1 and 5 minutes every day if you've never done it. What I would recommend is doing like 5 minutes every day for a week, and then bumping it up to 8 minutes, and then 10 minutes the next week after that, until you can get to 30 minutes every day, and maybe even an hour if you have the time to do so. So, quick recap. Doom scrolling is like the lottery. Your dopamine goes up when you find a reel you like, and it goes back down when like 2 to 3 reels in a row are bad, which what makes you stay on it, because you're looking for that high in another good reel. How do we stop this? Mindfulness, which is cultivated through meditation. Alright, I hope this helped you, bro. Cheers.